In this video, I want to talk about some of the available options you have for post-processing your images after they've been rendered. In SOLIDWORKS 2014 and SOLIDWORKS 2015, we've had some great options to do image processing with PhotoView 360. You may not see these when you create your final render. It possibly means that the sidebar is simply hidden. So make sure that you slide the sidebar over so you get access to some of the great options. By default, on the Image Processing tab, you will be in the Basic Image Processing. This allows you to control things like the image gamma. You can see that we can make the image darker or brighter with the gamma values. Now you'll notice when we turn the gamma to zero point 0.5, we get a lot more of the car image, but you can see that our lighting effects are really not ideal for this image. We also have options to change the input white level. For instance, we could lower this or we could raise it to change this level. You can also change the saturation, which can control the light output on things like the tail lights and the side markers. We do have an advanced image processing section. It still gives you some options to control the gamma and do the bloom if you wish, but we also have options to control the input levels and offsets of certain colors. We can tweak values, and as you can see, these red values are turning to purple, and you can see that we can change the color of certain various aspects in our model. Now, of course, this doesn't work well for all models and all situations. But if we select a different image, such as this green, more of a metallic color render of this Camaro on a checkered mirrored floor, we can tweak values and we can get a different color car pretty quickly and pretty easily. This works very well for this situation. And as I said, it doesn't work well for all situations. It really depends on the type of image and the type of render you have. Now, you will notice there are a lot of options here, and a lot of these options pertain to this input levels and offset section. For instance, display intensity. This changes the intensity of the display. Selecting just waveform, just vector scope can have different options in the way you view and tweak these colors. So you can see that we can change the range that we're working in manually or by dragging sliders, inputting values, however we need to. The processing power of this is great, but of course, as I said, it doesn't work for every situation and every model. We might open something like this blue background speaker. And when we start to tweak values, it really is just messing with the background values rather than the white speaker. It doesn't work well in this instance, but as I said, it works very well for this more of a metallic reflective paint scheme on the Camaro model. Play around with your options, see if there's anything that can apply to your models. Because if you can bring a model like this in and you can change its color quickly and easily by manipulating the vector scope values, this can save you a lot of time when you're dealing with rendering an image. If we go to the fog image and we go back to basic image processing, changing the saturation level or the image gamma can have a drastic effect on the overall model. Now, if you wanted to re-render this, it could take a good bit of time because of the fog values and the lighting values. It could be a very good way to save you a lot of time and keep you from having to do those long renders and spending all the time there. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight to some of the power there. Obviously, I can't go over every example because every example is going to be different, but play with the values. Hopefully, you can find a good workaround for specific models that you need.